Hey team, welcome back to The Art of Everything, the show where we explore the intersection of art, business and life. My name's Mike, I am your host and I am thrilled that you're joining me once again. And today I'm going to give you a very simple way you can kickstart creativity in your team and begin to embed an ecosystem of innovation right across your organization. But first, so the results are in and creativity won. Right now, every major business publication, every global consultancy, every research firm is making a case for creativity. They're declaring it the definitive characteristic of progressive, relevant and successful organizations in the emerging world of work. So we know we all need to be more creative, and we see those that do get more opportunity, produce better results and have more impact. So why then aren't we making the time to develop and enhance our creative capability, both personally and professionally, both individually and collectively? Well, back in 2013, Adobe ran a study called State of Create. They interviewed thousands of people all around the world and found that 75% of us feel as though we're not living up to our creative potential. But 80% of us feel as though we're increasingly being asked to be more creative within our role at work. So there's a clear gap between what we know we need and who we think we are or what we think we're capable of. Now add to this mess of unrealized potential, 80% of us feel as though our company still values productivity over creativity. So to recap, we don't feel like we're living up to or leveraging our full creative potential. Yet our work now demands that we think, act and be far more creative. But our company still doesn't support, champion or advocate for the development of our full creative self-expression. That's what we call a recipe for irrelevance. So I'm going to cut straight to the chase because this comes up a lot at the end of an offsite or a leadership retreat that I have designed or hosted. Let's pretend we're all progressive, innovative organizations. We've had a meeting about it, the board is on board with it. We've determined that 20% of our work week now is dedicated to innovation. So that's one day a week. We're not just allowed or permitted to be creative, it's part of our job description. We're now required to dream and scheme, to test and tweak, to shape and ship new ideas. Now, when I pitch this to a bunch of business leaders, I'm generally met with, Mike, that sounds awesome. I mean, I know how much we need this. There's just no way I can clear a whole day to be creative. Fair enough, I get it, we're all busy. So then I would reply with something like, well, why don't we look at breaking it up into segments throughout the week, perhaps 1 to 2 hours a day? To which they'll inevitably reply, yeah, sounds great, Mike, but what if I don't feel creative between 3 and 5 on a Tuesday? And therein lies one of the biggest misunderstandings about creativity. One of the biggest reasons we never progress with our creative selves. And one of the biggest reasons why our companies aren't becoming the creative enterprises they need to be. So right here, right now, I'm going to give you a simple, powerful process so you can return to, re-engage with, and redesign your workflow to include ample space in your diary for innovation. Are you ready? It goes like this. Block it out, suck it up, make some stuff, repeat. That's it. I'll say it again. Block it out, suck it up, make some stuff, repeat. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. It's all a distraction. Don't write a 10-page document on the strategic outcomes intended to be amplified through the integration of our innovation capability. Don't read 20 books on how to brainstorm or how to implement design thinking. Definitely don't have any more meetings about this. Just block out 1 hour every day from now until forever. Turn the phone off, lock yourself away, and enjoy it. Read a little fiction, flip through abstract art magazines, build models with Lego or Play-Doh or Penne or macaroni. Really listen to music. Music that you'd never normally listen to. Give it your full attention. Dance, paint, sculpt, film, paper mache, I don't care, and you shouldn't either. Just do something creative. Do anything creative every day, 1 hour a day, while you're at work. And I promise you this, After a few weeks, if you push past the, am I doing this right? This feels like a waste of time. There's more important things I should be doing. I'm no good at this, and where is the ROI? You'll start to see patterns in your work that you couldn't see before. You'll start to have ideas about your work that you've never had before. You'll begin to notice opportunities to bend or break the rules. And with a little nudge and a little love, you'll start speaking up. You'll start trying things and changing things and making things that right now you can't even imagine. You'll start feeling as though work isn't something to get through, but something to learn from, something to use, and something to make with. The creativity that you gift to yourself will bleed through into every aspect of your work and even your life. Which, remember, is not just a nice to have, it's essential to survive and thrive. And the only way that's going to happen, the only way, is if you make the time for it, is if you show up fully for it, is if you give yourself over to it again and 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 again. And again 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 and again. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Don't list all the reasons and excuses you can find for not doing it. Block it out. Suck it up. Make some stuff. Repeat. See you next week, team.